The extraordinary life journey of Roman Reigns, from fighting leukemia to becoming WWE's tribal chief. If you've ever watched WWE, you've probably heard the words, "Acknowledge me." But behind that confident smile, championship gold, and millions of cheering fans is a story filled with heartbreak, sacrifice, fear, and unbelievable determination. This isn't just the story of a wrestler. This is the story of a man who refused to let life defeat him. Born as Lee T. Joseph Anoa'i on May 25, 1985, in Pensacola, Florida, Roman Reigns grew up in one of the most legendary wrestling families in history. Wrestling was part of his blood. His father, Sika, was one half of the legendary Wild Samoans, and many of his relatives would go on to become WWE superstars. But despite being surrounded by wrestling legends, Roman didn't dream of becoming a wrestler. His first love was football. Growing up, Roman worked incredibly hard to become an athlete. He believed football was his future. Every practice, every workout, and every game brought him one step closer to his dream. His dedication earned him a scholarship to Georgia Tech, where he became a standout defensive tackle. For a young man chasing the NFL, everything finally seemed to be falling into place. In 2007, Roman was signed by the Minnesota Vikings. It was the moment he had worked toward his entire life. But dreams don't always last forever. Just days later, he was released. Imagine spending years chasing one goal only to lose it before it truly begins. Many people would have given up. Roman didn't. He kept fighting and later joined the Canadian Football League with the Edmonton Eskimos. Once again, he gave everything he had. But once again, things didn't work out. By 2008, his football career was over. For many people, that would have been the end of the story. For Roman Reigns, it was only the beginning. With his football dream gone, Roman faced one of the hardest moments of his life. He had to start over completely. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he looked toward his family's wrestling legacy. In 2010, he signed with WWE's developmental system. He wasn't handed success because of his famous family. He trained relentlessly. He learned every move. He accepted every criticism. He failed. He improved. He came back stronger. In 2012, Roman made his unforgettable WWE debut alongside Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose as part of The Shield. At first, fans didn't know what to expect. But it didn't take long before The Shield became one of the greatest factions in WWE history. Roman's quiet confidence, incredible athleticism, and powerful presence made him stand out. As the years passed, WWE saw something special in him. They believed he could become the next face of the company. But becoming the face of WWE wasn't easy. Many fans rejected him. Every arena echoed with loud boos. People criticized his promos. They questioned whether he deserved the spotlight. Week after week, month after month, year after year, Roman walked into hostile crowds that wanted someone else. Imagine giving everything you have while thousands of people tell you that you're not good enough. Most people would break under that pressure. Roman kept showing up. He kept working. He stayed patient. Then life delivered an even bigger challenge. In October 2018, Roman walked into the WWE ring, not as a champion but as a man carrying heartbreaking news. With tears in his eyes, he revealed something very few people knew. He had leukemia. He had first battled the disease when he was only 22 years old, and now it had returned. The WWE Championship suddenly meant nothing. His health, his family, his life, those became the only things that mattered. Roman vacated the Universal Championship and stepped away from wrestling. Fans around the world who had once booed him were now praying for him. For the first time, people didn't see a WWE superstar. They saw a husband, a father, a fighter. Roman faced chemotherapy with the same courage he had shown throughout his entire life. He wasn't fighting for championships anymore. He was fighting to watch his children grow up. Months later, the moment millions had hoped for finally arrived. Roman returned to WWE with the greatest news possible. His leukemia was in remission. The arena exploded with emotion. Fans stood on their feet, cheering louder than ever before. It wasn't just a comeback. It was proof that hope is stronger than fear. But Roman's greatest chapter was still waiting. In 2020, he reinvented himself completely. No longer the smiling hero, Roman became the tribal chief. Confident, Dominant, cold, calculating. This new version of Roman Reigns changed professional wrestling forever. With Paul Heyman by his side and later the Bloodline standing behind him, Roman delivered some of the greatest storytelling WWE had seen in decades. He captured the Universal Championship and held it for an incredible historic reign, defeating superstar after superstar. But what made this run unforgettable wasn't just winning matches. It was the emotion. Every rivalry felt personal. Every promo felt real. Every entrance made the entire arena feel electric. Fans who once rejected him were now acknowledging him as one of the greatest performers of his generation. Outside the ring, Roman remained devoted to what mattered most, his family. Despite worldwide fame, he constantly reminded people that being a husband and father meant more than championships. His children became the reason he kept fighting through every obstacle. Today, Roman Reigns isn't remembered simply because he won titles. He's remembered because he never stopped believing when life kept knocking him down. He lost his football dream. He battled rejection. He faced leukemia twice. He carried unimaginable pressure. And somehow, he came back stronger every single time. His journey teaches us that greatness isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to quit. Every setback became a lesson. Every obstacle became motivation. Every painful chapter helped build the man the world now knows as the Tribal Chief. Whenever someone says success happens overnight, remember Roman Reigns. Behind every championship, behind every sold-out arena, behind every unforgettable entrance, there are years of sacrifice, heartbreak, and perseverance that nobody sees. Roman Reigns didn't become extraordinary because life was easy. He became extraordinary because he kept standing back up every time life knocked him down. And that's why millions of people around the world don't just admire him. They respect him. Because his greatest victory was never inside a wrestling ring. His greatest victory was proving that no matter how many times life tests you, courage, faith, and determination can turn even the darkest moments into an unforgettable legacy. And perhaps that's the greatest lesson Roman Reigns leaves for all of us. No matter what battle you're facing today, never stop fighting. Because your greatest comeback may still be waiting.